What song lyric didn't age well? And it ain't a mosh pit if ain't no injuries. Travis Scott. That aged really poorly. Age ain't nothing but a number. Rip Aaliyah. The details surrounding her death are infuriating. It wasn't one of those nobody could have seen it coming type of plane crashes, it was 100% avoidable. The pilot had falsified his flight hours to the airline and wasn't even qualified to fly that particular plane. It was also severely over the weight limit. Also, the pilot initially warned them that the plane probably had too much weight, but they insisted to take off because they had to be in Miami Saturday night. Pilot shouldn't have given in so easily. This is known as get their itis in the pilot community and is responsible for many incidents. Also JFK Jr., Kobe etc. trying to hurry to the destination without regard to weather or mechanical limitations. Seen it my fair share of times growing up in the Rocky Mountain West, Utah, Colorado. You get a pilot from the coast, usually an East Coast pilot not used to larger mountains, who is in a rush, wants to top off the tank on their little 172,182 not realizing that Augslook are at 4,500 feet and the temperature, because they didn't take off early that morning, in July August is over 100 F and that the 172 is going to smack right into the fence at the end of the runway. Party like it's 2020 made in 2019 Lamau. Oddly, Party like it's 1999 aged just fine in my opinion. It was great BC in the 80s, it meant to party like it's the future and now it's a nostalgia thing. I think that's why it still works for me. Now it's like saying I'm going to party like I'm still a teen. But the drugs won't hurt me. Juice WRLD. He was also right about way ain't making it past 21 and be like John Lennon. He died on December 8th, same day as John Lennon, and he was 21. Damn, that's scary. Same with Mac Miller. To everyone that sells me drugs, don't mix it with that bullshit. I'm hoping not to join the 27 Club. Mac died 4 months before his 27th birthday due to someone selling him fentanyl-laced drugs. Young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better ruin girl, you're much too young girl. The Glee version changes the context to your love for me is way out of line to make it into a song about a girl having a crush on a much older teacher. I find it funny that Glee was the place to change this, given the rest of the show had an adult teacher singing and dancing pretty damn sexually with his teenage students with no qualms. When Biggie says blowing up like the World Trade, it was in reference to a previous terrorist attack on the towers, and the song came out before 9/11 happened. Edit. WTF, I'm not making a conspiracy. I mean, it aged poorly because of 9/11. Goddamn. It hopes so. He was already dead by 9/11. Fact, both Biggie and Tupac faked their deaths. They were planning a big reveal on 9,112,001 just outside WTC-1, and were getting ready inside when the craziest thing happened. You wouldn't believe what happened next. My mind's telling me no, but my body is telling me yes. Duck or Kelly. My mind's telling me no, boot my jury's telling me yes. I don't see nothing wrong with a little jail time. I want that real love. Dark skin Aunt Viv, love that Jada and that will love. Was looking for this one. My boyfriend loves J. Cole. The other day we were listening to it on the car and he said that shit aged like spoiled milk. Lol. What made it age? I'm out of the loop. There was an interview with Jada and Will where Jada opens up about cheating. I believe she cheated with her son's friend too, but I'm not 100% sure. There is a pretty famous clip of the interview where you can see how hurt Will Smith is. Pete Davidson by Ariana Grande. That entire song didn't age well. And I swear that I don't have a gun. Kurt Cobain, Nirvana. I hate myself and I want to die. Kurt Cobain. Lol, that Kurt's such a joker, always writing those edgy songs. To everyone to sell me drugs, don't mix it with that bullshit. I hope and not to join the 27 Club. Mac Miller. Painful to listen to. In October 2016 the group She/Him released a Christmas album that features a cover of a song called Must Be Santa. In the song they list the names of several US presidents. Since the album came out before the election they made an assumption that Hillary Clinton would win, like most everyone else, so she was included in the list. Obviously that didn't pan out. In 1996 on Election Day, New York Times crossword had in it "Clinton wins" as an answer to some clue, which was met with some controversy. Turns out if you answered some clues differently it would read as "Bob Dole wins." That actually sounds pretty clever. I'll have to track that down and see how they did it. It's listed as one of the greatest crossword puzzles in history. One of the main clues was headline in tomorrow's paper, and it was either Clinton wins or Bob Dole wins, and all of the cross clues worked perfectly as well. The first one was animal associated with Halloween and could be bat or cat. Each of the clues followed suit around those 7 letters. Old New wins. Arrow. Oh, I just can't wait to be king, Simba, Lion King. Any of those oldies songs that are about their 16-year-ago girlfriend. I was at a college party a few years ago and live in California. A girl asked me how I was doing. I'm storming through this party like my name is El Nio. She said that's not funny, we're in a drought, and walked away. Did she get mad because you weren't in the back of an El Camino? Well, as a kid he was a skid. Put a Molly in her champagne, she didn't even know it. Took her home and enjoyed that, she didn't even know it, Rick Ross. He had a shoe deal with Reebok and they dropped him after that bar, I'm pretty sure. Never gonna stop, give it up, such a dirty mind. I always get it up for the touch of the younger kind. My Sharona by the knack. It was about a real girl called Sharona who he knew and liked. Later on they dated. He even put the real Sharona on the cover of the single. The real Sharona is a real estate agent now and uses the song in her branding. It must be amazing having an iconic song written about you. Mine was Short Man by Gillette. That's the censored title. Only the real ones will know. Trying to make me go to rehab, I said no and the rest of Rehab by Amy Winehouse. She was crying for help big time and no one listened. Frown. See also Britney Spears Lucky. If there's nothing missing in my life, then why do these tears come at night? A few of Britney's songs are eerie in hindsight. Even ones like Lucky, which were released way before the conservatorship. Every Time made me worry for her back in like 2004. Even the video is chilling. That video is honestly hard to watch, which is probably not anything anyone would expect to hear about a pop music video. What's the 27 Club? We ain't making it past 21. Juice WRLD recorded this song about all the rappers that died at a young age, many of which happened to die at the age of 21. Couple of years later, Juice WRLD himself died at the age of 21. Also Mac Miller, hoping not to join the 27 Club, died at 26. You didn't know that rock and roll burned, so you bought a candle and you lived and you learned. Great White. Can you explain what that line means? The Station nightclub fire. Great White set off fireworks inside the venue and it ended up killing 100 people. Oh my god, that happened before? In Bucharest a few years ago there was a horrible fire in a club at a rock concert. They had these fireworks on the stage that lit up the soundproofing on the ceiling. The soundproofing stuff was not flame retardant at all and started melting and dropping down on people. It started a fire as well and some people got trampled trying to escape the building, which only had one exit. 64 died and 146 were injured or disfigured. How the duck do people think it's okay to light fireworks indoors? Jesus man. There's a video that starts while the band at the Station nightclub was playing. You see the fire start, hear the panic and the cameraman gets outside. You see and hear people dying. It's online but I don't recommend it, it is really disturbing and traumatizing. All the people just stuck in the doorway, made me never want to go to a nightclub again. In and around the area it happened, for months afterwards the MC or whatever would point out all the exits with outward opening doors to thunderous applause. I've never heard anyone clap for anything so hard as we all did for doors that won't trap you inside an inferno.